born to make it. I have to make it.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good Wednesday morning, Grenada, Carriacou, PT, Martinique. Bless up your whole spicy cells. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Trust you had a restful and peaceful Tuesday and you're ready to get Wednesday up and running. Whatever you're planning to do today, do it to the best of your ability with the COVID-19 protocols in mind. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Whichever part of the Tri-Island you are, hugs from across the miles. COVID-19 6-foot distance hug from me to you. Bless up your whole selves. To all the folks joining us on Good Morning Grenada this morning, whichever platform you're using, those of you on the GBN, Grenada Broadcasting Network's Facebook page, the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel, the website www.gbn.gd, GBN TV, channel 7, 11, and 20. Good morning to the listeners of Classic 105.5, 105.9, and the folks joining us on Party Grenada and Go To Fet Facebook pages. It is always a pleasure to have you tuning in. To our viewers and listeners across the Caribbean, whichever part of the region you are, a spicy Grenadian 473 morning to each and every one of you. And those of you joining us internationally, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Hope you will have a good day, are having a good day, have had a good day. All right, it is now 21 and a half minutes on to 7 o'clock. Let's get straight to this morning's word of the day. This morning's word of the day is alma mater. Alma mater. It's two words that make up this phrase. It is a noun which refers to a school, college, or university at which one has studied and usually from which one has graduated. Alma mater. It comes from the Latin phrase that means nourishing mother. The first half, alma, means nourishing or kind and derives from an Indo-European root appearing variously. It is found frequently in words connected to nourishment or more generally the life cycle. Alumnus means nourished one in Latin, while alimony derives from the noun which means feeding or nourishment. Also, that's where alimony comes from. Okay. Alma mater entered the English language in the 12th century. Word of the day this morning is alma mater. Two words that make up this phrase: A-L-M-A M-A-T-E-R, alma mater, a noun which refers to a school, college, or university at which one has studied and usually from which one has graduated. An example of the use of the word: famed actor Felicia Rashad is returning to her alma mater as the new dean of Howard University College of Fine Arts. Another example of the use of the word: St. Joseph's Convent, St. George's is Blossom's alma mater. Ooh, cool. That's the word of the day this morning, alma mater. A-L-M-A-M-A-T-E-R, two words that make up the phrase. It is a noun which refers to a school, college, or university at which one has studied and usually from which one has graduated. I like my example. Oh, great, all in our bass. All right, as we go about this wonderful Wednesday, to the thought for today, don't worry, hold on, it coming just now. The thought for today is: if you don't take time for your wellness, you will be forced to take time for your illness. If you don't take time for your wellness, you will be forced to take time for your illness. Tell me it don't make sense. It makes a lot of sense. You have to take time and take care of you. Take some time to pamper yourself. Take some time to relax your brain, physically, mentally, emotionally. Sometimes, especially as adults, we stress out and pay attention to other things and we forget to take care of who we are. Take care of us. Take care of me. If you don't do that, then sooner or later you pop down. Sickness take you, either you have the cold or you're just extra tired and you can't do much or something or the other, and you are forced to take the time off, but you can't really enjoy it because you're sick. So the thought for today, remember it: if you don't take time for your wellness, you will be forced to take time for your illness. Take care of you. That's the thought for today. All right, let's get ready for what is celebrated today. I told you all it was coming, right? Because I have to officially welcome each and every one of you to the best month of the year. It is the very first day of September 2021. Welcome, everybody. And to start the best month of the year, what better way to celebrate than with the Kirani James Day? It is Kirani's birthday today, and following his gold medal performance at the 2012 Olympics, this day was officially recognized as Kirani James Day. What better way to start the month? You're welcome. You're welcome. Sit back, relax. We're going to take care of you for the next 30 days. Bless up your whole selves. Welcome to the best month of the year. And today, we celebrate the king himself, King James, Kirani James, our Olympic gold, silver, and bronze medalist. Good morning, Kirani. Bless up yourself. Thank you for all that you're doing. We appreciate you to the fullest, representing Grenada. Bless up yourself, man. Bless up. Welcome, everybody. September has started. Sakitan Palelot, who yet the leaders. September has started. And speaking of Kirani, following his bronze medal winning performance at the Olympics, he is getting ready for a Diamond League race on Friday, God willing, the 3rd. Friday, God willing, Kirani will be performing at the Brussels Diamond League in Belgium. And he, of course, will be contesting the 400 meters. He'll be facing fellas like Kevin Borlée out of Belgium, the host country, as well as Christopher Taylor from Jamaica, Dion Lendo from Trinidad and Tobago, and as well as some other athletes. But, of course, all eyes will be on Kirani for us as he prepares for the Brussels Diamond League. I will get the exact time. It is 3 minutes past 8 in Belgium that the race will be taking place. I will get the Grenadian time for you and share it with you so that we can all tune in on whichever site will be carrying it. Most likely it'll be on YouTube. So I would share that information with you as soon as I get it. But again, it is Kirani James Day today. We celebrate King James, our 3-time Olympic medalist. Bless him up. Bless up his whole self as he prepares for that Diamond League race on Friday, God willing. All right, let's now get ready for the morning edition of news. For those of you on radio and those of you on our visual platforms, it's time for us to bring you highlights of last evening's newscast. It's the very first day of the best month of the year. Listen, y'all will be hearing about the best month of the year for the next 30 days, so get used to it. Get used to it. Good morning, Grenada. We'll be right back. All you know I'm biased. All you know it.
Into your hands I submit my spirit, Almighty deliver me.
It's terrible when your worst fears are confirmed. That's exactly what happened on Monday evening after health officials contacted a St. John's-based clergyman. Indications are that he was told to report to the General Hospital to check in on a loved one who had been admitted earlier in the day. However, on Monday night, the word came back that she had succumbed to her illness. The Ministry of Health has recorded her death as the second COVID-19 related death. Rena Pierre-Thomas reports.
For several months, Grenada heard the horror stories of people across the world who have died after contracting COVID-19, and after a death in December, it seemed like smooth sailing. But that was until Monday night. News made the rounds that the island's second known COVID-19 fatality had been recorded. 59-year-old Nadika George succumbed to the virus on Monday evening. She was admitted to the General Hospital Monday morning after exhibiting symptoms consistent with COVID-19. Medical Director Dr. Taisha Donald told the media today that it was a heartbreaking moment when it emerged that Mrs. George had succumbed to the virus.
Now, this patient was a 59-year-old who was admitted with comorbidities. She had diabetes, hypertension, kidney failure, and diabetic ketoacidosis, along with severe COVID-19 pneumonia. We are sorry to say that, despite all measures taken, despite doing full treatment and despite doing our due diligence, this patient passed. We want to extend condolences to her family and to her friends, her loved ones, and we are really sorry for your loss.
Mrs. George is the second recorded COVID-19 victim. Sources close to her family described her as a valuable member of the community of Guave, where she served the Open Bible Church alongside her husband, Pastor Anthony George. GBN contacted the president of the Open Bible Assemblies in Grenada, Mr. Raphael Etienne, who said that they weren't able to make any comment at this time. In addition to her work in the church community, she was also a vibrant member of the business sector in Grenada, as her family has been known for its provision of customs broker and other services through George's agency. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
St. George's University is seeking to assure the public that it is doing everything to safeguard the health and well-being of the Grenadian community at large. It has issued a statement outlining measures being undertaken at the True Blue campus as well as among the student populace. Its statements follow questions posed to Health Minister Nicholas Steele about reports of COVID-19 cases on campus. The question was posed by GBN's Rena Pett Thomas.
We are compiling information right now because as we see that testing as a first sample, national sample. So what we are looking at is the amount of local students, and all will be tested by a certain date. The percentage of local students that come up positive will give us a first sample or indication of the percentage of that age group nationally that is positive.
That was Health Minister Nicholas Steele as he responded to the question about whether students or staff members of the St. George's University was among Grenada's 267 active COVID-19 cases. The minister revealed that the university is conducting tests on campus and has promised to share the data.
SGU has been, as they will continue to do consistent testing. They do testing for us as well as all of their students, as well as all of their student bodies. So what we need to remember is that SGU is here in Grenada, is part of the community of Grenada, and therefore SGU, like the ministries, like the Royal Grenada Police Force, like even the General Hospital, will have members of their team positive.
Following the press conference, the university issued a press release stating that it was constantly upgrading its protocols to help ensure the health and safety of everyone in Grenada. The statement said that the American Offshore University is requiring all students, faculty, and staff on campus to wear a mask when indoors as per current CDC guidelines for fully vaccinated people. It said that this measure is consistent with the steps taken by most universities located in areas with significant increases in active cases of COVID-19. The university says that it also put in place proactive measures such as digital vaccination verifications, a pre-travel checklist, SGU airport ambassadors, and a specialized COVID-19 sanitization training for room attendants. These steps were taken to help lessen the risk of infections on campus and to help keep Grenada healthy. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
COVID-19 cases have tripled in the nation, inching closer to the 300 mark. Some businesses have been forced to shut down operations as employees contract the virus. Economist and associate professor at SGU, Dr. Curlin Gilchrist, says the latest developments are worrying. He says it is rather untimely when one considers that the tourism industry is on a slow rebound.
The impact of the current responses to businesses by closing when they discovered exposure of the employees to the virus comes at a time when, we can ill afford it. Because as you know, the economy at this moment is trying to recover in the aftermath of a massive downturn in 2020. So to have businesses closing temporarily or whatever is the length of time is, I think is adding more pressure on the backs of the population.
He is concerned about how the latest developments will impact workers who have spent several months on the breadline in the last year.
And I am concerned because it means that people would have no other alternative source of revenue or income. And this is unsustainable. And so I want to encourage businesses to while they have to take measures to protect the health of the employees and the public interest, we have to try to be expeditious as possible and do whatever we can or whatever they can to restore a sense of normalcy and to get back to normal working hours.
Dr. Gilchrist is urging people to adhere to the protocols issued by health officials. Moving on, if you insist on visiting relatives who are warded at the 3 hospitals, you will need to be subjected to a COVID test. Rena Pear-Thomas tells us more.
Health officials have ceased all visitors from visiting patients at the General Hospital with immediate effect and stipulates that if any family member has to visit a patient, they must submit to a COVID-19 test. This is just one of many additional changes made to curb the spread of the virus within the health facility. Acting Medical Director of the General Hospital, Taisha Donald, outlined other changes to the hospital's protocols.
We have suspended elective surgeries. Now, elective surgeries are surgeries that are planned in advance, and these are the ones that, if not done in a given time, will not cause any harm to the patient. So elective surgeries are suspended until further notice. We will have a review within a week or 2 and then decide when we will start back with our elective cases. We have suspended outpatient physiotherapy services, but we continue to have our inpatient services until further notice. Our lab continues to function as normal. We continue to do x-rays for persons who are in hospital, and ultrasound services is extended to persons both in and out of hospital.
The managing body expressed their readiness for the challenges ahead in light of the country's present COVID situation.
In preparation for this outbreak, currently we have 11 beds that are currently ready to house COVID-19 patients. We also have 13 beds as backup in case it extends beyond the 11 beds. In terms of ventilators, we have 18 ventilators currently at the hospital, and in storage, we have a further 10 ventilators. So a total of 28 ventilators on island in the event that it is needed. We currently have enough supplies to take care of these patients and to take care of our staff. Because like with any disaster, one of the things we always stress is ensuring that we take care of ourselves before we take care of others.
Donald was speaking at government's weekly post-cabinet briefing. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear-Thomas reporting.
2 recent mishaps at sea has sparked concern among officials at the Coast Guard unit. It is their view that even if it's one vessel, it's one too many.
Within the past month and a half, the Royal Grenada Police Force Coast Guard has had multiple reports of sunken vessels or vessels in distress. Assistant Commissioner of Police John Mitchell says the reports received are too many. ACP Mitchell said they received reports up to yesterday of another vessel encountering complications.
Another vessel again is in distress, and that vessel is located 11.3 knot, 57.6 west, about 225 miles southeast of Grenada. This is telling that within a month and a half, we are continuing to have these significant issues with our vessels out there. And so, again, from the Royal Grenada Police Force, the Coast Guard Department in particular, we want to continue to advise our persons out there, our fishermen, to be very particular, to ensure that they follow the safety rules and the safety mechanisms.
Just 4 days ago, reports surfaced of a cargo vessel, MV Rihanna F, sinking while en route to Grenada from Port of Spain, Trinidad. The vessel is reported to have encountered difficulties shortly after departure from Port of Spain on August 26th. The 8-member crew, according to police, was rescued by the Trinidad Coast Guard. The vessel, which is based in Carriacou, was en route to the Grenville port, where it usually operates from. During the police press conference on Monday, Assistant Commissioner Mitchell elaborated.
Only about a month and a half ago, we had a situation where one of our vessels from Carriacou, or a person would have been lost at sea from Carriacou, from Petit Martinique to be particular. Again, on the 26th of August, we would have had a vessel coming from Trinidad plying the route between Trinidad and Grenada, and that vessel would have sank with 8 persons on board. Thank God that all 8 persons were rescued by the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard. And that vessel fell into trouble somewhere around 11.8 north and 61.38 west.
The vessel transports cargo trafficking between Grenada and neighboring islands. Christina John, GBN News.
The Grenada Union of Teachers has stated its opposition to mandatory vaccination. It has issued a statement saying that it wishes to make it abundantly clear that it is the right of the individual to make sensitive decisions about their health, and the union remains firmly committed to defending this. The umbrella grouping for teachers says its members must be able to freely choose what is in their best interest. It went further by saying that the employer has a right to ensure the welfare and safety of the employees. However, the union states that it would not want the pressures associated with this deadly virus to cause the employer to resort to fear and victimization in its efforts to create a safe environment. It is therefore calling for extensive education and consultation on the subject. Yesterday, the government issued a statement saying that it was embarking on a series of consultative sessions with teachers, businesses, and other stakeholders as it seeks to manage the pandemic. Attorney Jerry Edwin is now unarmed. Christina John tells us what brought this about.
Attorney Jerry Edwin is in the news again, and once more the story surrounds his firearm. Following an altercation at a house 2 weeks ago, he has lost the weapon. It was confiscated by police pending further investigation.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The police commissioner at his press conference yesterday announced that my licensed firearm was taken and that a review was underway with respect to that license. And that is the way it should be. No one, not even me, no one is above the law in Grenada. The procedure is that once any individual, for any reason, withdraws a licensed firearm from its holster, the licensing department at the Royal Grenada Police Force must conduct a review.
Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin told the media on Monday that they have completed investigations into the video in which Mr. Edwin was seen drawing his firearm at an individual.
It was a matter involving attorney at law, Mr. Jerry Edwin. The investigations on this matter was completed. The advice of the DPP was that we should not prefer charges against Mr. Edwin. Notwithstanding this, however, Mr. Edwin's firearm was taken for review of his license status by the licensing authority. This matter remains a matter under investigation, noting, however, that 2 other individuals out of this said incident actually was charged for various offenses.
Attorney Jerry Edwin is calling for custodial sentence of the 2 individuals who were charged.
We applaud the decision taken by the Royal Grenada Police Force to charge the 2 perpetrators who invaded the home of Jacob Marshall and assaulted him and the other 3 occupants of that house. And we are hoping, In fact, I am looking after the interest in the court of Mr. Marshall and the occupants of that home, and we will plead with the magistrate for custodial sentence of a very long-term tenancy at Richmond Hill Prison for those men who committed such heinous offenses at Jacob Marshall's home.
The matter will be heard in court next month. Christina John, GBN News.
Now we turn our attention to what viewers and listeners are saying in tonight's Social Buzz. Let's take a look around the social media platforms.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience.
Last night's ISAW submission questioned whether or not the treatment displayed by a police officer to a man accused of theft was deemed fit.
The guy in the video allegedly stole a steel he's seen carrying and was apprehended by the police. The police then allegedly made him carry the steel while in handcuffs. Our ISAW reporter tonight is asking whether or not that punishment is deemed fit. What do you...
Our viewers took to the comments to express their views on the way the officers handled the situation. This person said, "I don't believe the correct method of approach was used here. He's just another youth who fell through the cracks, and it's upon law enforcement to help solve the situation rather than make a public showcase of what is already a dysfunction. He needs help. Officers, please do better." Leroy said, "That's the type of laws we need in the USA, and people would stop the madness. You have no rights when you thief." Delta said that's highly unethical and it would only pave the way for future defiance to the justice system. Is there any form of due process in Grenada currently? Kira said, "This is just lovely. You steal the steel, you drag back the steel. Lots more like that should be done." Samantha said, "When the police do good things, compliment them. If he stole something and the police made him carry it back, well, great. You think it's easy to work hard to earn what you have and someone else just comes and picks it up as if it's theirs? Anybody steals, make them bring it back and give them some good lash." William said, "It is absolutely humane. He carried it away and now is carrying it back. Simple solution."
That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. If you would like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, be sure to comment on GBN's Facebook page.
From the thought process to the visual impact, it's time to take a peek through the GBN ISAW lens.
Sweet potatoes are taking over tonight's GBN's ISAW. Our first submission is of a sweet potato weighing 10 pounds, uprooted from a farm at St. David. Our second sweet submission features a long sweet potato measuring longer than the same length as a cutlass. Send us your photo and video submission on WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Police are investigating a suspected hit-and-run accident that occurred in the St. George Northeast area on Tuesday morning. Investigators attached to the Traffic Department, St. George, are examining the circumstances that left an elderly man hospitalized in stable condition. The accident occurred just after 5 a.m. on Tuesday, the 31st of August, 2021, at Mount Gay, St. George, close to the Lamode intersection. The victim is a resident of Lamode, St. George. The vehicle allegedly used by the accused was discovered at Ravine, Tempe, St. George, and impounded. The accused was detained, questioned, and later released pending further investigation.
Get Rubigas. Get cooking. Rubigas, clean, safe, and reliable LPG is the perfect solution for your commercial and everyday needs. For cooking at home or barbecuing, choose Rubigas LPG cylinders. Available in a variety of sizes from 20 to 100 pound cylinders. Rubigas LPG, clean, safe, reliable. Are you cooking with Rubigas?
Get Rubis, get going. Because your vehicle is a necessity, being roadworthy is critical. Hubbard's Motor Department introduces its new tire and battery sales and service outlet located at Building Supplies Compound in Grand Dance, close to the Sugar Mill Roundabout. Available are a wide range of competitively priced tires, maintenance-free batteries, oils and lubricants. Keeping in mind your busy schedule, this outlet is equipped to provide you with fast and reliable service. Simply drive in and you'll be delighted with your service experience. For more information, contact 440-2087. Hubbard's. Quality service. Affordable prices.
Let's get tough on breed your larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all people, 300 for police for them thieving fellas. To all farmers, don't steal produce from your brother. Then you sell it to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah, man. Let's do all we can to stop radio larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report radio larceny, call 300.
5 lucky customers are enjoying free drinks, free electricity, free fuel, extra cash account, free internet, cable, and data, all for 1 year. Hubbard's Live Free for 1 year big promotion. With just 2 draws remaining, you can be the lucky winner in August and September for property or vehicle insurance for 1 year, free cooking gas for 1 year, and the big free groceries for 1 year. Live free for 1 year with Hubbard's in association with Sol Gas, Flow, Grenadian General Insurance, Carib Brewery, Coca-Cola Grenada Bottling, Grenlick, Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Dutch Lady Milk, Promo, Danny, and Supreme. Hubbard's Live Free for 1 year big promotion.
Hassle-free loans for your every need. Courts have you covered, best believe. Courts Ready Cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all. We on the go. Courts Ready Cash, you already know. We got it all. We on the go. Courts Ready Cash, always ready when you're ready. Let's go.
Courts Ready Cash, ready when you are.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Ultratech gasoline and diesel, available only at Rubis stations.
The Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventist Youth Department presents MegaFest Metamorphosis 2021 with evangelist Pastor Terry John. Join our youth for this life-changing experience beginning September 3rd and continuing 6:30 p.m. nightly. Come hear inspiring messages of hope such as guilty pleasures, hooked on hype, and failure is not final. Tune in to Mission Live GND via YouTube and Facebook to encounter soul-stirring singing, theatrics in drama, youth in poetry, and much, much more.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is a message from the Ministry of Health. If you or a family member suspect that you may have contracted COVID-19 and are displaying symptoms, please immediately self-isolate at home. This means that you must also avoid all contact with other members of your household. Do not visit hospitals or health centers, as this creates the potential for further spread of the virus, and it puts additional persons at risk when you come into contact with them. Your best course of action is to call the COVID-19 hotline at 458-4787 or 538-4787, or contact your nearest health center or medical station. Once your information has been received, health officials will come to you. Help prevent the spread of COVID-19. This has been a message from the Ministry of Health.
As GBN brings you coverage of this year's Hero CPL, there will be some adjustments to our programming lineup. On match days, transitions will be aired from 5:25 p.m. and GBN TV News will be aired from 6 p.m. and repeated following the CPL game. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere with sports coverage. You're not here to give it all than what you're here for. So get up.
We believe this new virus spreads mostly from person to person through respiratory droplets produced when someone who is sick coughs or sneezes. This is similar to how flu and other respiratory illnesses spread. These droplets can land in the mouth or nose of people nearby, or possibly be inhaled into the lungs. Most person-to-person spread happens when people are in close contact. It's also possible that this virus can spread when someone touches a contaminated surface and then touches the mouth, nose, or eyes.
The Hero CPL T20 is back. Catch all the smashing action from St. Kitts and Nevis, August 26 to September 15
on GBN. It's how you play.
Stepping off the plane. It's so easy to breathe again. Life in the big city has finally took its toll. And it's been so long, but I'm finally home. And what better place to rest my weary bones than on this beautiful island where there's so much to see. Every corner I turn, there's something there to remind me of my beautiful nation and what it means to me. Not a thing out of place, that's what's special about it. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's the sound that's ever
Yesterday we had choir rehearsal, but now we can sing it for real. Come on, help us sing this song. Here we go. The Lord is my shepherd, everybody. The Lord is my shepherd. He goes before me. He goes before me. Defender behind me. Defender behind me. Y'all been practicing. I won't fear. I won't fear. I'm filled with anointing. I'm filled with anointing. Thank you, Jesus. My cup's overflowing. My cup's overflowing. No weapon can harm me. No weapon can harm me. Jesus. I won't fear. I won't fear. People of God sing hallelujah. Hallelujah. I am not alone. I am not alone. Hey, he's my comfort. He's my comfort. And he always holds me close. Somebody just shout Jesus right there. He always guides me. He always guides me. Through mountains and valleys. Through mountains and valleys. His joy is refreshing. His joy is refreshing. Restores my soul. Restores my soul. Say this with confidence. Mercy and goodness. Mercy and goodness. Ooh, oh, give me assurance. Give me assurance. Oh, that I'll see your glory. I'll see his glory. Oh, face to face. Face to face. Oh, sing hallelujah. He's my comfort. He's my comfort. And he always holds me close. Sing hallelujah.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada. 21 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Those of you just joining us, happy to have you. Those of you who stuck with us, thank you so very much for your patience. Let's get into this morning's discussion. I have joining me virtually this morning are two women who will tell us more about the Chevening Scholarship, a program of the British High Commission. And joining me virtually is the resident British High Commission here in Grenada, Wendy Freeman, as well as a past Chevening scholar, Zoe Hagley. Good morning, ladies, and thank you so very much for joining us on Good Morning Grenada this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Happy to have you. Ms. Freeman, thank you very much. Ms. Freeman, I'll start with you so that you can give us some more information on the Chevening Scholarship and what the program is all about and how can people participate or apply for the scholarship.
Okay. Thanks for your time, Blossom, this morning.
No
problem. The Chevening Scholarship is the UK government's global scholarship programme. It provides life-changing scholarships for the next generation of leaders around the world. It enables the brightest and the best to gain a world-class postgraduate education at a UK university, fully funded by the UK government. The scholars return home afterwards to make a positive impact in their countries and communities. They remain part of our active global network, connected to the UK, partners and each other. Now, the current round is open for applications until the 2nd of November. And I'll give the website address now for applications and for more information. It's www.chevening.org. So that's Chevening is spelled CHEVENING.org. So that website there gives you all the details on how to apply and what to do next. It's quite a lengthy process, as I'm sure Zoe will tell us in a bit. So do encourage people to look now. Don't leave it to the last minute. Do look now to see what's required, because you do have this quite a lengthy process. You have to write 2 or 3 essays, and it's not a quick process. So it's quite lengthy, but it's done to test the applicant that they're the right person.
This is not the first day of the program. It has been going on for years. What would you say has been the best part of having this scholarship program?
Well, for us in the UK government and the British High Commission, the best thing is to see the scholars when they come back, to make a connection with them. They're really great people, and we have around about 30 scholars now back in Grenada who've been through this program. And we work very closely with them on projects. We get ideas from them on what we should be doing here at the High Commission, how we can help Grenada. Something we did recently was a leadership workshop at PBC, using some of our past scholars and showing the boys at PBC how to become leaders for the future. That was a 2-day workshop over the weekend, went down really well. And we're looking to do more of these activities with our alumni. And so that's the benefit for me, is to get to know our scholars when they come back and to keep in close touch with them and see how we can benefit from it.
Zoe, tell us about your experience as a Chevening, a Chevening past scholar. What was the experience like, and what encouraged you to apply?
Well, I'll answer your last question first. So I heard about Chevening, and I was a little daunted because, as Ms. Freeman said, the application process is quite lengthy. You really have to want it. So I was a little daunted for the application, but I was really intending to study in the UK. So I went through with it, and my experience was amazing. I was able to network with people from all across the world through Chevening. I was able to study at one of the top universities in the world. I was able to learn from some of the top academics in the world. And really, I got to travel the UK and see more from more than just London. I was able to travel Europe as well. So without Chevening, I would not have been able to do any of that. So my experience was incredible.
What did you study, and did you know that's what you wanted to pursue?
So I studied development management with a focus on communication technologies, and it was not at the forefront of my mind. So my undergraduate degree was in journalism and international relations, but I got back home and I started to really find an interest in just development issues and wanting to see the Caribbean progress. So I thought, you know what, I already have work experience and a background in media already. So let me try to see what I can learn about development. So that's how I actually got interested in that. And I chose my program because I could specialize. And that's another great thing about the UK programs, especially the master's programs. There's flexibility with those programs. So I was able to say, okay, development is going to be my overall concept, but I want to focus on communication technologies. How can communication, how can the media help with developing a nation? So I ended up mixing my past experience and learning something new.
You both mentioned that it's a lengthy process. Just give us an idea of some of the information that applicants would need, maybe documents that they would need so that they can start to program their minds from now.
Ms. Freeman, should I take that or will you?
No, happy for you to take that, Zoe.
Okay. So, well, to start, you need to come with a strong academic background, preferably first class honors, top seconds would be preferred. You have to have at least 2 years of work experience. You need to apply to 3 schools, ranking them first, second, and third. And then you have to write 3 essays. The essays may have changed because I did my application back in 2016. So some things may have changed, but generally it remains the same. So you have to demonstrate how you are a leader, your experience, and what you plan to do with the Chevening Scholarship upon your return. So they really want to know that you're not just going to take the scholarship and run. You have to come back home and be a leader in your community. That's what Chevening is about. It's about grooming and building leaders from around the world. So they want to ensure that these essays show that you are capable of doing that.
Ms. Freeman, she covered everything?
Yeah, I just want to thank her. She's done really well, hasn't she? As one of our scholars, she's done really well. But I want to add that scholarships are awarded to individuals from all backgrounds and any age. There's no age limit. The thing is to demonstrate what we're looking for is this leadership potential, as Zoe mentioned. Looking for someone who's got potential to be a leader, who maybe has had some leadership experience already, but it's not entirely necessary, as long as they can demonstrate that they've got the potential to aspire to be leaders in their communities, in their field, when they come back, to help their country when they return. And to demonstrate that they want to create positive change and show how a UK master's degree would help them do that. So that's a key thing for us.
What about subjects or programs? Does it cover everything from... Yeah, does it cover everything?
Yeah, any subject, any university in the UK, any subject. The only thing is no remote learning. We don't do it as a remote study. It has to be face-to-face. So now the UK is getting back to normal after COVID. All restrictions are relaxed. Now is a good time to apply for next year and to go. And we're so pleased that this year we have a scholar leaving for the UK, Aria Redhead from the Ministry of Legal Affairs. She's on her way. We have a returning scholar from last year, Mr. Alvin Hollas, who was lately, I think, at UWI campus in Caveville in Barbados. He's coming back to Grenada. So we're really pleased. We have a good steady stream of scholars who have been and returned, and it's wonderful news.
Both of you ladies mentioned Zoe mentioned that you have to show potential to be a strong leader, and Ms. Freeman, you mentioned that that is part of an integral part of the program. Why is the leadership part of the Chevening so important?
Well, it's really because we're looking to help Grenada, help development in Grenada, and by grooming these next generation of leaders who will come back and aspire to be leaders in their field. We're not talking just about politics, we're talking about any field. For example, one of our alumni is the Chief Commissioner of Police, Commissioner Edwin Martin. So he has risen up to a leadership position in his field. Our alumni chair or president of our alumni group is Kilina Rathgupta, who's a magistrate. She's risen to a leadership position in her field as well. So it's about the scholars to come back. They have to do a minimum of 2 years back home in Grenada when they finish their study, and to really help Grenada become leaders in their field and make positive change and impact in their country. That's really what we're looking for.
Is there a specific term that the scholarship is for, or does it depend on the length of the program?
No, it's a year. It's a year's master's study, so it's just for 1 year. And I should emphasise that it is fully funded. The UK, we pay for the flights, living allowance that covers accommodation, so students don't have to worry about their financial situation. They're free to study and to focus on their studies and living in the UK, get lots of cultural experiences. Some groups have been on a tour of number 10 Downing Street, the Prime Minister's official residence. Some have been to a debating session at Cambridge University, others have been up to Edinburgh. There's lots of cultural experiences. And as well as being part of the alumni group here in Grenada, the scholar is also part of a global network, making connections while they're in the UK that should hopefully last them for their life.
what would you say would be, there are people who may be thinking twice or maybe 3 times about if they would qualify, or what would you say to these men and women who they want to, but they're hesitant?
Give us a call at the High Commission, and our number is 439-4344. I'll repeat that, 439-4344. And we can give them some advice and information. We can also put people in touch with some of our previous scholars who can talk to them on a one-to-one coaching situation to help them and advise them in a bit more detail. So I would encourage anyone who's interested, give us a call. We can advise you a bit further personally, and we can put you in touch with one of our alumni.
You also have to have, Zoe mentioned, a strong educational background. What level should you be at least to be considered for the scholarship, since this is a master's program?
Yeah, well, all the information is that you have completed an undergraduate degree, which will enable you to gain entry to a postgraduate program. I think Zoe spoke earlier about having what type of degree. Zoe, do you want to fill in a bit more on that answer?
So you need to have a strong academic background. You must have finished your undergraduate degree, and you need to have already gained entry into your schools of choice. So Chevening is not going to help you get into the schools. Chevening is just going to help you pay with the tuition and your accommodation. So once you know that you can get into the schools and you've applied, then you can go ahead and apply to Chevening. Or some people do it concurrently. That's also an option, but you just have to make sure that you can gain entry into the schools.
Zoe, being a part of the Chevening scholarship, having pursued your studies in the UK, how has this helped you professionally?
It helped me a lot. So I got back home and I was working with a creative agency for a little bit, and then I started my own business. So had you asked me before I went to the UK if I was interested at all in being a business owner, I'd be like, no, I don't have any time for that. But being around people who had that type of interest, being around consultants, it really helped me to see that there was an opportunity there and that I could have possibly been good at it. So I started my own consulting business. And now I'm also lecturing at the St. George's University. Again, had I not had my master's, I would have not been able to do that. Again, because of Chevening, now I'm looking at doing my PhD eventually. Had I not had my master's, I would have not even thought that was a possibility. So Chevening has really helped me progress in my professional career. And had it not been for Chevening, I don't think I would be where I am right now.
How would you both think this would help Grenadians? Because a lot of us, we go through secondary school, TAM CC, and that's it, we get into the working life. And people would say, why would I stop getting a paycheck and participate in a scholarship? How do you think this would help Grenadians, Grenada, being a part of such a program?
Well, one...
Carry on, Zoe, you first.
Well, definitely from my perspective, is to see the world, is to see another side of the world. So I had traveled a lot before Chevening, but going to a country for 2 weeks, 3 weeks is not living in a country for a year. So seeing that perspective, meeting different people, seeing different world problems, and realizing how good or bad we have it in Grenada, regardless of what it is. Just seeing a different perspective is very important, because then you get to come back home and are motivated to make a change, motivated to make a difference. So I think that world perspective is really important.
Yes, and I was going to echo that, Zoe. It's the next step up, really, taking you to the international level, building your networks. You're studying with like-minded colleagues from around the world, and through the Chevening cultural program, they get grouped together while you're studying, so you can make all these connections that will be long-lasting to help you in your career, the rest of your life, help build your career. So it's that international perspective. And learning in the UK is very different to Grenada, and there's so many more experiences that you can have, and hopefully be life-lasting and It's a totally different perspective.
So just reiterate for us the application process and who is eligible to apply and what the Chevening Scholarship Program is all about.
So the Chevening Scholarship Program is really looking for grooming the next generation of leaders, future leaders, so people who from any age, any background, who want to do a master's at any subject at any UK university, who think they have the leadership potential to do this. You don't necessarily have to have leadership experience, but you can demonstrate the potential for leadership and to help your communities when you get back. So to look at the website, which is www.chevening.org, and I'll spell that again, chevening.org. The application details there, it's all online. You need to identify 3 different UK Masters courses and apply to each of them, and name some referees in your application. Check the deadlines, it's all there. The deadline is 2nd of November, so do look now. And please do give us a call at the High Commission on 439-4344. If you're really interested, but something's holding you back, you need more information, we can advise you and put you in touch with one of our past scholars here in Grenada to coach you through the process.
And Zoe, any final words for people who want to apply, about to apply?
Give it a try. Honestly, if you're interested, I've helped people with the application process before. So if you are daunted by it, please reach out to me. You can find me on social media. That's how young people connect nowadays. So please go ahead and reach out to me on social media, and I'll be more than willing to help you get through that process.
Thank you very much, ladies. Any final thoughts, Ms. Freeman?
Not for me. I just encourage anyone who's interested, have a look at the website and really give it a thought and think about it, because it could change your life forever.
Well said. Thank you very much, ladies, and good luck to those who are thinking about applying. Just take a shot, take a chance, and ensure that you get an opportunity, like Zoe said, to see the other part of the world, another culture, for a year or so. So thank you very much, Ms. Freeman, Ms. Hagley. Thank you. Appreciate it so very much. Have a good day.
Take care.
All right. A resident British commissioner in Grenada, Wendy Freeman, and a past Chevening scholar, Zoe Hagley. We thank both of them for being our guests this morning. Let's now take a break, and then when we come back, we'll link up with Just School Media for this morning's Traffic Cam. Good morning, Grenada. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
With a Digicel Prime Bundle, get double the dedicated SportsMax data to enjoy the greatest sports event happening now. Live in the SportsMax app. Get a 30-day Digicel Prime Bundle today in the My Digicel app. Digicel, better together.
The Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventist Youth Department presents MegaFest Metamorphosis 2021 with evangelist Pastor Terry John. Join our youth for this life-changing experience beginning September 3rd and continuing 6:30 p.m. nightly. Come hear inspiring messages of hope such as Guilty Pleasures, Hooked on Hype, and failure is not final. Tune in to Mission Live GND via YouTube and Facebook to encounter soul-stirring singing, theatrics in drama, youth in poetry, and much, much more.
You know, one day I woke up and, they painted a set of pedestrian crossing all along the streets. Nobody told us how to use that thing properly.
I know how.
You're serious?
Every safe, good driver knows about these things. As a driver, you have to be very attentive. You know you're coming up close to a pedestrian cross, you start slowing down immediately, looking to see if there's any pedestrian on the side getting ready to cross. If there is, you stop on the line that is a certain distance before the crosswalk. Then you would see the pedestrian put their hands out, looking directly at you, indicating that they are going to cross. And only when you have come to a complete stop, that is when they will quickly and safely cross to the other side. And then you continue happily on your journey.
Stop, look, hand out, eye contact, wait for pedestrian to cross. Then you happily continue on your journey.
This message is brought to you by this group of insurance companies, the Traffic Advisory Body, and the Traffic Department.
Feel good facts. Avoid the most common causes of spreading the flu. Cover your coughs and sneezes with a tissue, dispose of it straight away, and either wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
This is a plastic bag. From February 1st, these bags are not to be used when shopping for food. So here's what you should do. Refuse plastic. Instead, bring your own reusable shopping bags and say goodbye to plastic. Choose to refuse plastic. Walk with your reusable shopping bags and help protect pure Grenada from plastic pollution. A message from the Ministry of Climate Resilience.
CPL T20 is back. Catch all the smashing action from St. Kitts and Nevis, August 26 to September 15
on GBN.
Play.
This is a message from the Ministry of Health. If you or a family member suspect that you may have contracted COVID-19 and are displaying symptoms, please immediately self-isolate at home. This means that you must also avoid all contact with other members of your household. Do not visit hospitals or health centers, as this creates the potential for further spread of the virus, and it puts additional persons at risk when you come into contact with them. Your best course of action is to call the COVID-19 hotline at 458-4787 or 538-4787, or contact your nearest health center or medical station. Once your information has been received, health officials will come to you. Help prevent the spread of COVID-19. This has been a message from the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada. What is that? 13 and a half minutes on to 8 o'clock. I have not seen Just School Media's traffic cam this morning. I did step outside and see a little bit of rain. When I reach inside 10 minutes to 6, I don't go outside until I'm finished at about 10. So I was surprised to see rain falling on the outside. So I don't know if that's the reason why we don't have traffic cam this morning, but we just don't have it. So hopefully we'll be back. Today's Wednesday, so hopefully we'll be back up and running with traffic cam next week, God willing. A collaboration between GBN and Just Cool Media, Junior Checkley of Just Cool Media. So we thank him for always providing this service. So if we don't have traffic cam this morning, there has to be a good reason. So we're going to end the televised portion of Good Morning Grenada at this point. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Want to say thank you once again to Miss Hagley and Miss Freeman for being our guests this morning. Those of you who are thinking about the Chevening scholarship, feel free to call the High Commission and they'll guide you along the process. 439-4344. Enjoy the rest of your wonderful Wednesday. Enjoy it as we start the best month of the year. It's the start of September. It is also Kirani James Day, so bless up your whole selves. It's a good day to have a good day, a good month to have a good month. Enjoy the rest of your wonderful Wednesday, people. Bye bye.